A very good morning. You're watching News 9 with me, Deepak Bopana. And first up, BJP has decided to take to the public the achievements of the 60-day Narendra Modi government, which it claimed has ensured that inflation and prices are in check. Now, besides enhancing the country's image in the world, the party also boasts of bringing in great achievements in the last 60 days. Now, at a party coordination committee meet chaired by Finance Minister Arun Jaitley, it was decided to take to the public that the message of performance of the government in the first 60 days has been good both on the domestic and foreign fronts. They also went on to say that the 60 months of the BJP regime will be even better. Now, during the meeting attended by Union Ministers Ravi Shankar Prasad, Prakash Javadekar and Nirmala Sitaram, besides BJP leaders and party spokespersons, it was discussed that the government is working at its best to tame inflation, improve the country's image and redeem the lost ground in the SAARC region as well as across the world. For more information on this, I'm joined in by my colleague Arun. Arun, what does the 60-day report card actually mean?
Deepak, the crucial point of reference, or date of reference, if one could use that phrase, would be August 15th. Remember, that is the day when officially Modi will be able to address the Indian public from the ramparts of the Red Fort. Ahead of that, he wants to send out a message because it is, at this point of time, a feeling of ennui or boredom seems to have crept in, saying that Modi was all talk and nothing seems to be happening. So clearly, ahead of that crucial address day, that is August 15th, a designated day has been put out, and that is August 10th, when all the ministries, their achievements will be highlighted. So clearly, at this point of time, he is trying to clear the air, trying to push the point that there is a change in the air, and that the BJP government is pro-public. They are doing or taking steps which will be aimed at ensuring that things, as far as people in India is concerned, will only improve. Remember, there are a few interesting talk points which the Modi government will obviously be highlighting, one of which is the safe return of those 40 nurses from the strife-town Iraqi region. So clearly we will have to wait and watch, and this is a message that the BJP-led Modi government is trying to convey to the people, that as far as their government is concerned, it is keeping its ears to the ground, because that was an accusation that had been leveled against the Congress government, saying that they were not pro-people, they were not pro-poor, and the middle class was feeling alienated. So perhaps this is a method to reach out to the larger sections of the Indian public and to reassure them. But remember, only 60 days have passed and nothing much has happened. But the moot point is that this momentum that we are talking of should be kept, so that India is able to once again go onto the path of quick growth, Deepak.
Like you pointed out, it's just been 60 days. How much of a noticeable change or an improvement can we actually see in this particular report card?
There have been certain interesting things that he's done, Deepak. One is, for instance, he's not handled it in totality, but at least partially whatever they have done in a very interesting pro-India manner, getting back those nurses. And there have been certain steps that they have taken which may not really find favor with a lot of people. One of which is obviously the fact that the Indian government has not taken steps to condemn the violence in the Gaza. Remember, there has been some kind of a hint that the government is soft-pedaling the issue and is not willing to foul-mouth the Israelis who've been on a relentless bombing spree in the Gaza. That apart, the fact is that there seems to be no let-up as far as violence from across the border is concerned. There have been instances where actually the Chinese have intruded into your territory, and very little seems to have taken place in terms of sending out a very stern message. But then as you rightly pointed out, 60 days, too little time frame to say that things will radically change. But already you are seeing some signs of change happening. John Kerry is due to visit India, and he's already started mouthing slogans of Modi, trying to say that India is keen to build closer relationship with the US, and also some steps taken, like for instance liberalizing the FDI limits in the insurance sector, etc. So clearly it does appear that as far as the Modi government is concerned, they are doing, and a bit of talking and doing is happening. We'll have to wait and watch how much of an effort will really come through. The real reference point, if one could use that phrase, would be January 26, 2015, because by then the government would have been in power for a sufficiently long time, and then we will be able to ascertain whether the government is able to do certain things which are really pro-public, pro-people, and is able to endear itself to the vast sections of Indians, Deepak.
Arun, pointing out two more aspects. Now, the Modi government has gone on to say that they have to an extent curbed inflation. Now, I want to know from you, is that a fact? And also about the black money, Arun Jaitley has always been contemplating and speculating about bringing back the black money. That's still not happened. Could we see that happening in the next 15 days?
Deepak, you have to remember, both the things are not going to happen in a jiffy. Inflation is coming down, but is it coming down so rapidly that it calls for celebration? Obviously not. We will have to keep a watch as far as monsoons are concerned. Remember, the IMD was initially warning us that monsoons could be a drag, but as far as several states is concerned, monsoons have arrived. It's arrived late. So there will be some kind of cooling off of inflation, but it is going to take time. That is obviously one thing. The second thing is obviously on the issue of black money. That's not going to happen in a jiffy. We will have to wait it out. First of all, we don't even know what is the quantum of black money which is stashed outside India. Once you are able to at least get a hint as to what is the number, then probably a fraction of that, if you are able to get, we can claim success. But at this point of time, it's still slightly in a kind of a case where we are shooting in the dark. We will have to wait and watch closely, because these are issues which will engage the Indian public a lot. Clearly, inflation management at this point of time takes priority, because if inflation comes down, then interest rates will come down, and that could mean a lot of good news for many people like you and me who could then afford to buy a car or perhaps a flat, Deepak.
Thank you for all that information, Arun. That was my colleague going on to say that, well, we'll have to wait and watch what the Modi team's achievements will be. And the report card will be submitted soon. My colleague going on to say that probably he will use Independence Day as a dais to speak to the people and address them regarding their achievements of the 60-day Modi Sarkar. Moving on, lakhs of children in government schools benefit from this scheme, and the government is now planning to extend for its college students this scheme as well. Wonder what we're talking about? Here's a look.
The midday meal scheme introduced by Karnataka government in hundreds of schools across the state was welcomed by many. The idea of free meals at school gave a definite boost to students' attendance, especially in the rural areas. Now there are talks of bringing the Bisiuta scheme to degree colleges as well. As part of the pilot project, 5 colleges will be providing midday meals to their students and hopefully will be carried out to other colleges as well.
We have been contemplating introducing midday meal schemes in degree colleges for a while now. The previous government had also thought about this. The Chief Minister too has given the go-ahead.
There are over 400 government degree colleges in the state which provides free education to thousands of students. The colleges too have welcomed this move in the hopes that it will boost their attendance.
There is no any proposal from our department to the government of Karnataka. Actually, this is one of the very good program for the government and students also. On behalf of the Government College Teachers Association, we heartily welcome the government move regarding this issue, madam. Definitely one of the best program according to our association, madam.
Majority of the students in government colleges are said to be from rural regions. With many of them living in hostels, the midday meal scheme is expected to bring relief. Moreover, many hope that it will also benefit the students from weaker financial background. Amrita Patil for News 9, Bengaluru.
Now, the farmers in Chikkodi have moved out of their farmhouses to safer places fearing floods. But the floods are not their only worry. Take a look at what they're against now.
Farms in Chikkodi are flooded after heavy rains. The water level is increasing by the day and has forced farmers to shift out of their houses. Farmers leaving their houses unattended has worsened the situation. There is a drastic increase in the number of thieves stealing expensive pump sets, cables and oil engines from these vacant farms.
ನೀರಿನ ಹರಿವು ಹೆಚ್ಚಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ನೀರು ಮಹಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದಿಂದ ನೀರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಡೆಗೆ ನದಿ ದಂಡೆ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವಂಥ ಪಂಪ್ ಸೆಟ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಜನ ಕಳುವು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
This situation has caused farmers to stay back in their houses despite the risk. A few others have carried their pump sets along with them. This has also led to a loss of life. A farmer drowned in the Krishna River while shifting a pump set. The police have finally acted and arrested two thieves, Suresh Shiredode and Raju Chauhan. They have seized 2 motors, 1 STP pump and 1 oil engine from them. They have also seized a bike they used to transport these stolen pumps. Farmers who have lost oil engines and pump sets are requesting police officials to nab the culprits and give them justice at the earliest. Chandrasekhar Bennakekara, News 9, Chikkodi.
Well, time for a very short. He's finally going back to his old house, leaving the Chief Minister's bungalow. But will he return? Going by the preparations underway in Delhi, he seems to be eyeing one. Who are we talking about? Here's a look.
This is the Tilak Lane bungalow that was given to Arvind Kejriwal after he became Delhi's CM. Later, when he resigned from the CM's post, he was asked to move out of the house. But Kejriwal asked for an extension to stay in the same house as his daughter had to appear for the board exams. Now the time is up and Kejriwal is saying goodbye to the CM's bungalow. Even though he's moving out, he's planning to come back soon as the AAP is all geared up to take the upcoming Delhi Assembly elections by storm. AAP requested both the President and Lieutenant Governor to hold fresh Delhi Assembly elections. But when no heed was paid to their request, AAP decided to battle it out on the streets. The Aam Aadmi Party will stage a massive rally in Jantar Mantar on the 3rd of August and preparations for the same are underway in full swing. Posters and banners have been printed and stocked up. The reasons given for the rally is the agitation against power cuts and price rise in the state, but it seems like an indirect way to put pressure on the Lieutenant Governor to hold fresh elections. AAP feels that BJP is avoiding the prospect of holding elections.
See, our purpose is to highlight the fact that how BJP is running away from the elections. BJP has been saying all through that there is a massive mandate for them, there is a tsunami of Narendra Modi. I want to ask the questions why you are not holding elections in Delhi. What is the reason? Because they know that they will lose badly, and that is why they are running away from the elections. So we want to go to the people, tell them.
But BJP though believes that Arvind Kejriwal's Delhi dreams are over.
Arvind Kejriwal is now an unemployed person. He may do whatever he likes. Well, now he is jobless, so he is seeking job for him.
It will be interesting to see if the rally will help AAP regain its lost status in the capital. Sanjay Dikshit, News 9, New Delhi.
There are many pilgrimage centers in India that attract millions of devotees but for long have been neglected by the government. Here's a report on one such place.
This is Rameshwaram, one of the most sacred pilgrimage centers across India. After Kashi, it holds the most prominent place among pilgrimage centers. The Ramanatha Swami temple here attracts devotees from everywhere. The Vastu of the temple, as also the architecture, the idol installed by Sri Ramachandra himself are the main attractions. If you take bath in the well here, it is believed that you will be cured of all your ailments. This is one of the reasons why millions throng here. Legend has it that many sages who visited this temple would first visit Dhanushkoti, have their bath. But since 1964, because of the cyclone, the condition of the roads has worsened. A number of pilgrimage centers associated with this temple are also dilapidated. The water is also getting more and more impure by the day. So the local Vivekananda Kendra had drafted a master plan to revive these places. With the help of the local people, this Kendra took up the renovation of all these centers. It even desilted 15 wells. Now it has helped the people there. The city corporation has also joined hands.
Since Rameswaram is one of the holiest places in India, it attracts lakhs and lakhs of people here. The Vivekananda Kendram of Kanyakumari has done a wonderful job by clearing water bodies in and around Rameswaram Island. I think they are going to plant trees in and around these cleared water bodies. Water bodies are also natural resources. It is leading to safeguard the water bodies in Rameswaram. Our municipality of Rameswaram has initiated a project, Green Rameswaram, with the help of the like-minded people like the NGOs like Vivekananda Kendra and other social organizations.
Now we are doing Green Rameswaram project with the collaboration with other government and NGOs. We are renovating 15 tirthas. Tirthas means water bodies of Rameswaram. Then solid waste management, renewable energy, like that we are selecting, we are doing.
Though the central government can issue grants for Ganga rejuvenation, nothing has been done for Rameshwaram. The local authorities have shown keen interest in this regard, which is a welcome gesture. Ramesh Kantirwa for News 9, Rameshwaram.